Big Ben has already changed his prediction for this year's Dublin, Ireland game against the Minnesota Vikings. What's up with that? But listen, guys, welcome back to the Sports Lounge 757. I appreciate every single one of y'all for being here. Let's get into the Steeler news, guys. So today we saw that Joey Porter Jr. and Deshaun Elliott was at practice today. They were doing some drills, and so everything looks pretty good with Joey Porter Jr.'s hamstring so far. But you know, with those injuries, it's kind of tricky. So hopefully he's able to participate in this week's game in Dublin. We'll see. And Deshaun Elliott as well, which I think will be a great asset to our secondary. As you know, we've been getting picked apart, y'all. The last two games, it is not a good look on our defense. And especially what happened at Gillette Stadium. We have to get better as a defense. We have to get better collectively as a team. I feel that all this money that Omar Khan has spent and these picks that we've done during the draft and also free agency and signing different players, our defense has to be no more than top 10. I would even say top 5. Okay? It's unacceptable. But we kind of seen the difference. This past game, we saw T.J. Watt got a few sacks. We saw Cameron Haywood actually getting more involved. And also Derek Harmon, which is our first-round draft pick from Oregon, getting some sacks. He got a sack, so I'm proud of him. Shout out to Derek Harmon. Shout out to him. He's been through a lot, and you guys know he lost his mom during the draft. But I'm expecting better from our defense. Now let's just change the subject now to our offense, y'all. Let's just turn it around a little bit. Now, Aaron Rodgers was being interviewed today about the Dublin, Ireland game, and this is what he said.
Guinness on tap is my favorite beer in the world. I don't really drink beer.
You had said the team that drinks together, wins together.
Yeah.
Have you tried to incorporate that more?
I can tell you that.
Now that's cool and all that, but guess what? As a Steeler fan, we want to see a dub before you participate in any type of spirit or libation. You understand me? Let's get that dub first. But where it starts off at, it starts on the offensive line. Guys, offensive line look horrible. Pat Meyer, I don't know what's going on, and I can't blame it on the coaching. If you look at the All-22, there's a lot of guys that are out of position. Broderick Jones was out of position. Mason McCormick was out of position. Even Isaac Selamalo. You know, there were certain plays where Aaron Rodgers would call out a play or audible, and Broderick Jones just looked confused. Guys, if we want a chance at sniffing the playoffs, we got to clean up the offensive line. And not only that, we need to clean up the offensive line, not only to protect Aaron Rodgers, but to also give Jaylen Warren a nice way to run. We need him to have a nice hold so that way he can be explosive like he has been the last 3 weeks. And in order to do that, guys, we just have to be sure on our blocks. Troy Fontanu talked about that too. He said that we are only 1 block away, man, from Jaylen Warren really getting chunk plays. And you guys know whenever you got a nice run game, then you can do other things. But it all starts from the offensive line. With the bye week coming up in week 5, I think that needs to be addressed. I really do. And also, there were reports that Jaylen Warren was seen today at practice wearing a leg sleeve. So I don't know how significant that is. I don't know if he's injured, but we need to keep an eye on that for Jaylen Warren. But he's been a stud, y'all. He's just been so productive, man. And he's very decisive with his runs. And hopefully we can get Caleb Johnson out there too. Hopefully, that mistake that he did during our home opener didn't shake his confidence. So hopefully later on this season we can see Caleb Johnson out there on the field. So, but yeah, so Ben Roethlisberger changed his mind on his prediction already, taking back his pick this week against the Minnesota Vikings, and this is what he said.
All game against a team that put up 40.
I'm actually more concerned that Carson Wentz is playing than if JJ was playing. I think if JJ McCarthy was in the game, I'd be like, this is. I have us I put us down as a win here. I put, depending on timing, I think they actually have a hard. I think this is going to be a harder game with Carson Wentz than it would be with JJ. Well, that being said, that's good to know. So that's why we need you, Evan. I'm still a little nervous about this game. I'm gonna be honest. I think I have us as a W, and I man, I'm changing my mind.
I did.
I'm changing my mind.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
You're gonna say we're losing this
I'm saying we're gonna
because of
lose
the quarterback switch, primarily.
I have a fear that our offense is not going to be able to do enough. I think our defense will play fine. I don't think our offense will do enough this week.
Where their defense was like legit last year, wasn't it?
Here's why. You ready for this? Brian
Yes.
Flores.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Man,
about
they
him.
missed the boat with him, didn't they?
Yes,
He was
they
in the
did.
building. He was in the building.
couldn't
We let him go.
All right. You heard it here, guys. I'm crossing out my W.
Hold on, I'm punching in on Evan.
And
real
I'm
quick.
putting an L.
He's so frustrated about that. That's all right.
Okay.
So I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. At the end of the day, Brian Flores, he was an amazing defensive coordinator for the Steelers. I'm glad. I'm upset that we let him go. But yeah, we're going to get a lot of different exotic looks and things of that nature coming from the Minnesota Vikings defense. And so our offensive line better be on point. We need to use our tight ends more. We have talented tight ends. We have to keep the defense guessing. Okay. I'm confident in our defense, but this is going to be a tough game, guys. So I'm not for sure if we're going to get the dub, but this is what they're saying. They're projecting the Steelers to win this game, as you guys can see. So I hope that we get the dub, though. So at the end of the day, it's all about taking care of the ball. And as you guys know, the other team that's in the same conference, they're having a hard time holding on to that rock. And that's very important. And you know who I'm talking about, and that's them Baltimore Ravens. Thank God, for real, that they 1-2. And they have some issues going on over there. But we need to protect what's in our house. We need to patch a lot of holes, guys, going into our bye week. So, but let's get the win in Dublin. And let's do what we got to do and let's get right, y'all. So last but not least, hey, George Pickens is at it again. He is still a crash out. As you guys know, he went off at the end of the fourth quarter in the Chicago Bears game. He had a ball that was thrown to him. It bounced off his hands, and Terrell Edmonds intercepted the ball. And, George Pickens crashing out on the sideline. Before I wrap things up, I am so happy that we got rid of him. And I am so happy that we got this guy right here.
A part of that first regular season game in Germany there. Talk about what it's like being a part of a team to play in another country for the first time.
I think it was just an amazing experience because I've never been to Germany, so it gave me an opportunity to travel. But the ultimate goal there was to win a football game. We came up short, but this is just another opportunity for us to go to another country, see another country, but also play in front of some fans that really don't know what we do for a living. So we just got to put a good product on the field.
Absolutely.